let's say with a potential investor, like a passive investor, like once they sign up for something, typically in that process, like how long in that series of emails, for example, before you start kind of pushing them toward taking that next step of investing? Like, is that something you do right away, or do you wait a few emails in, or?
Yeah, I love that. So it really depends. Another nice, precise answer for you. Here's what I would say. First of all, rule number one, don't wait to build an investor acquisition system until you need the money. Because if you do that, you will not raise anything. This is a long game. However, once you build it, they will come. Right? It's as simple as that. And they keep on coming. I'll tell you something I've discovered, Todd. Don't let me forget your question. You asked me when to ask them to invest. Let me get back to that. I will tell you something. When I first discovered digital marketing, a lot of the big hypey salesy stuff was earn money while you sleep, earn money from the beach, live a life of total freedom, because everything, money will flood in through the doors right all the time. Well, you know what? When you raise money, I tell you what I've discovered. It's true, but there's no freedom. You know why? Because your big leads come when you least expect them to. There's no control over that. That's the crazy thing, right? At least in the in-person world, you can book a time to talk to somebody, and right, and you can choose when you're going to interact with them, even though it's much more laborious. With this system, Sunday morning, I get a thing and somebody's like wants to talk to me now because they want to like become a client. I better get back to them right now. You go on holiday, that flow never stops. It just never stops. It's like you can't turn the machine off once it starts. It's a whole different story. It's a bit hamster wheely. I mean, in a good way. It's like I have to pay tax, okay, well, it could be worse. You might not have to pay tax, and that means you've got no income, right? So, right. So there's kind of plus and minus. But back to your question about invest now. So my clients, we have private clients. We build this for clients, or we can show you how to do it yourself. But our private clients have different experiences. Some will wait months and months and months before we go to invest now. Really, it can be 10 months before we go to an invest now mode. And then you open the floodgates, right? There's all kinds of ways of accelerating the invest now moment as you approach a deadline, basically, right? Fear of missing out, all kinds of psychological triggers that you can, or reactions that you can trigger in that process. So it can take a long time. Having said that, once you build your mousetrap, your website, you've got your website, it's drawing people in and you're educating people about what you're doing. Todd, I've seen people, we've had clients who have raised money through Facebook advertising in days. It's insane. It's like, to me, incredible. Somebody on Facebook, I've got my phone, for anyone just listening, I want my phone up as a prop, scanning through Facebook, right? They're going through their feed, looking for happy cat videos or funny cat videos, see an ad that says, invest now in this great deal. They click on that. And a few days later, because you've got an amazing website that's educating them on who you are, what you are, and everything about you, they'll wire you tens of thousands of dollars with no contact, no actual direct contact with you by phone, even by email. I'll just go through your funnel, your invest now funnel, and invest immediately. So it can work both ways, but don't ask anyone to invest now until you've educated them on who you are, and it will be a lot easier to close the deal when you've done that.
Yeah, there's a lot more resistance if they don't know anything about you. They don't, like you were saying, like that, no, like, and trust. They really don't have that. And so that resistance is a lot higher.